That won't go. Simmons into the front court. Down 4. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 4. Good start.
Good shot, man.
We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Three-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Paul. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Simmons. Nice pass to set things up. Butler. Jimmy Butler. He's now 5 for 6.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Smith into the front court. Down 2. To Butler. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Now Paul with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Butler matched up with Paul. Has a look. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Anthony. Trying to cash in. Yes. When this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Capella. Had a chance, but it's no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Gordon with it. Leads a bucket. Deep 2 there, won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Paul. Smith with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Embiid. Short jumper misses. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Butler to Embiid. They'll go to Butler down low. Has a chance. It's no good. Great defense.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
got it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Butler to Embiid. Jay, it's a huge question in Philadelphia. What can Markelle Fultz be in his second NBA season?
He could be a former #1 pick in the NBA draft. He can still be a star. I don't think any of his shooting woes had to do with that shoulder injury last season. It was mental. It was the yips. He's been getting reps this entire summer with that form, with that rhythm. And if he keeps shooting the ball the way I've seen him shoot out in California, this kid could be a star next year.
Fultz with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To Butler. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Off the mark at the line. Paul into the front court. Down just a couple. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Markelle Fultz. Butler here against Knight. To Fultz. Shot clock winding down. Butler. He made his first effort, but not that time. Joel Embiid. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. 1 quarter down. It's the Sixers out in front. The shooting in that first quarter was white hot. It's got to be hard to think these teams can keep up that pace in the second.
Well, the
all right, let's do this. Substitutions, Houston. Into the game for the 76ers. Number 21, Joel.
Harden to Rivers. You've got to get that one to go. Brunson to Embiid. The shot denied by Harden.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
4-3. And Carmelo grabs the rebound. Goes to the left side. Couldn't keep it in. Out of bounds off T.J. McConnell. Blocked away. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer.
I'll say this. Great young talent, but needs to really start making better decisions and protecting the ball.
Anthony. Beyond the arc for 3. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Brunson. Good look that time, but off the mark. Austin Rivers. Lays it up and in.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Sixers have the basketball. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Cleans it up. Offensive board. James Harden. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
to McConnell. And the Rockets have the rebound. Harden in possession. Leads 4. It's denied by Embiid.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Anthony, now pass stolen by the Sixers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Number 7, Carmelo Anthony.
McConnell to Embiid. Rockets come up with it.
Ed, you ready for another fun fact about the Houston Rockets?
Let's do it.
Okay, the team was established in 1967 and was given the name the Rockets because San Diego was the home to many space-age manufacturers. When the team eventually moved to Houston, the name still fit, giving Houston's association with NASA.
Wow, so Houston, we have a problem? All of that associated with space? Who knew?
Are you saying that because Carmelo Anthony's in town?
No, Apollo 13.
Oh, okay.
End score, strong take.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
To McConnell. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Has a look. It's Harden with the rebound. Rivers to bring it into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Can't miss those. Brunson to McConnell. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
In the second quarter.
Rivers with the basketball. Under a minute to go before halftime. Embiid to McConnell. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Trying to cash in. Not that time. McConnell. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Rivers into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Lets it fly from long range. Offensive rebound. That's blocked by Capella. That one out of bounds off a Rocket. Shot from the lane won't go. That's it for the first half with the Rockets in front.
The Rockets will start the second half with a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The 76ers are still very much in this matchup. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Steals.
We might be enjoying these first half highlights of steals, but I'm sure the coaches won't be in the next film session. Neither of these teams have been consistently able to maintain control of the basketball.
player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get any.
Player of the half.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Jay, what's going to be good enough this year for the Rockets to get to the NBA Finals?
Well, you need CP3 to be healthy, but also I think James Harden needs to continue to build on his play in the playoffs in particular. Those last 6 games against the Golden State Warriors, he really struggled from the three-point line. He shot 37% during the regular season. He shot 20% in the Western Conference Finals.
Harden, smothering D. Smith with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. Oh, emphatic slam.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Harden into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Simmons with it. His group now down 2. Has a look. Oh, Ben Simmons. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Oh, my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nothing going here on that drive. No good. Paul into the front court. Lead is 2. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. Now it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. Muller to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. And stuffs it home.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Smith now into the front court. Tie game, third quarter. Simmons to Embiid. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
I'm on D.
Capella.
Make it tough on him.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads a bucket. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. The official's ready. Let's see who can take the jump. And throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor.
Here we go. Here we go. That's me.
Blocked by Embiid.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Into the front court comes Smith. Up 6. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. That's blocked by Johnson.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Capella. Taken by the Sixers. Simmons to Butler. They'll get it down to Johnson. A big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Simmons to Embiid. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
Butler, good for 3. There's a toughness he learned under Tibbs at 2 stops, and no question, that rubs off on younger players.
There is something that Jimmy Butler does that no other player in the NBA does. He gets into your psyche. He gets into your head each and every possession. He enjoys the process of the fight. Every single blow. There is a pleasure in the paint.
Knocked loose. Brunson. Markelle Fultz. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Now a steal by Philly. Embiid. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. Brunson to Embiid. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Rockets have the ball. Cruises inside for 2.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Jimmy Butler for 2. Wide open look, won't go. Knight into the front court. Down a bundle. Fires the 3. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Capella. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Fultz into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. With the step back.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Brunson to Embiid. Oh, Capella up to block it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Hey, this is our game. Let's take it home.
Entering the game for the Rockets, number 23,
Brunson to Butler. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Brunson to Fultz. And Jimmy Butler just not going down. Paul across the timeline. His guys down big. Blocked away.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Patton against Chris Paul. To Butler. Gets it in the left corner. Brunson. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Can't connect.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit it.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Philadelphia with the basketball to Butler. And the rebound taken down by Houston. To Harden. Fires the three.
Jimmy Butler, that's his third personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the last 2 minutes. For Houston, number 23.
First one, count it. Second and 3, got it. And he hits all 3 free throws. To Butler. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Fultz. The shot, almost. Paul with it up top. The deficit now up to 13. Going to launch beyond the arc.
Amir Johnson, that's his first personal. The 76ers are now serving a penalty.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. Brunson to Butler. Oh, blocked by Chris. And that one is out. A drive by Butler, but his shot won't fall. To Harden. To the rim, lays it up and in.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
To Fultz. They'll go to Butler, down low. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself at the display behind
Paul.
section 121 and place your bid.
To Harden.
Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Cutter, I got yours.
Here's a chance from long range, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Sixers control it.
My ball.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Brunson to Butler. Trying to cash in. Butler can't get his shot to fall.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
The Sixers are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
The 76. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.